Hello, welcome back. I decided to stop by the general store,
Carl
but
felt that the store and its surroundings still held their secrets. And he
yeah,
didn't like to miss out.
there's probably a totem or something over there, I'm thinking, but for now I'm good. Let's go down, oh, we're gonna go around the lake, and there were two homes that I don't knew too much about. For all I know, there's a male, Dr. Dupree's, but all we know is Dr. Dupree probably ran into us. I was thinking about it. Where's the mailbox here? Guess there isn't one. But I thought about it, right? Is that there's, for all we know, Dr. Dupree is frozen solid. I saw this and I'm like, wait, what is this? Okay. Just randomly out here. Okay. Well, one thing I do like is the choice in this game to have pretty much permanent snow on your screen. Did I miss a house, or am I just going? Oh, it's up ahead. I'm thinking of going all the way down, the first possible south we can, and then looping back around. That'd be one of them. But no, I'm thinking about it. It's like the amount of snow that's on your screen helps cover up loading screens. Even though you pause for a second, it does. But it also keeps you focused on what's at like what are you actually next to. Right. I don't have a gun that can use that ammo, so I may as well. Pliers. Actually, wait. I need the flares. But if I need the pincer anymore, I can go back to my car. I need the flares because the flares are the ammo. Okay. Another thing of pincers. Or the bolt cutters. My health is fine for now as long as I keep the meat on me, which is 3. I'm betting the car has a limit on how much I can carry, because you can see... I do like that you can see how the logs going in there, but... yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Pincer. I wonder how much of this area I'm actually supposed to explore. Right? Like, his house made sense with the wife. Exploring near the general store made sense. Going all the way to this house because I am just interested in seeing what could be there. Yeah. Let's hear something else. We've already seen a dead person. Sorry, we've already seen one. We've only seen one living individual. Oh, that's not good. Dear Mr. Lamoth, here's the spark plug you ordered for your Olympic ski-doo. This model is very popular, which made it difficult to find a brand new part as usual. We found this. which has a high chance of it being dude is frozen solid. Yeah, it went towards his property. The moth's garage. Glad I came this way then. Because I think he's inside frozen solid. Oh, I keep throwing it away.
Another worrisome victim of this ice. This one seemingly petrified in action. The poor man, before being frozen solid, seemed to have been defending the entrance to his cabin. But from what?
Magazine.
The very first steps of man on the moon were made more than a year ago. The event had surely captivated the mechanic's mind for him to still keep this around.
Yeah. What is this? Homemade flying saucer. Life never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, I was about to say. Is there anything over here that is useful? Feels wrong going through a dead man's stuff, but... Also, they all like these crates. These crates look like something out of a medieval game. They don't look like something out of this game. Something isn't right when your bed is in your garage, yeah.
The week of October 5th, thought Carl. That was this week. The plug should have been here by now.
It is. I'm setting a nice sparkler around the week of October 5th. It's already paid for. Note to self. Huh. Why are you does he have, like, dementia or something? Like... What is he holding? So we ran over to the door. Oh, fire. Well, something was trying to break in. I wonder what. And then it freezes him. Through the door. There's something I could do. Oh. I have to look at the bucket. And so he threw something in the bucket.
Something very important must have been in there for the man to take such time and effort to hide.
To find it.
But
That is...
Carl didn't know how to reach it.
Well... Gun? Oh wait, are we... Oh wait, I can build a... Hamilton, I won't be your dog anymore. Okay.
The milk was sorted by color, from the whitest to the greenest, or in other words, from the freshest to the sourest.
Okay, so they're giving us a way to build a ski-mobile. Or sorry, snowmobile. I don't know why I need all this.
Lived up to his good finder reputation. He still hadn't found any of the wealth contained in Lamotte's lands.
Yeah, I haven't. Mowing the lawn is unnecessary at this time, yeah. I haven't left the lands though, I'm still here.
Carl had a hunch that but there had got to be a plan somewhere that could help him put this thing back together.
There has to be. Especially since there's all these tracks and treads and things. And I'm wondering what this mobile would be allowing me to do. Other than, hey...
Perhaps someone was expecting an important call. In any case, that person's in for a long wait.
Okay.
Already noticed that telephone services weren't provided in this area.
Suspension has way too many parts. Taking a puzzle apart but putting it back together is another story. I patched everything together but the tracks. I left them close by. Don't drink and work, don't drink and work, don't drink and work. I'm misplacing parts of the machine. Regine came to me to help me work on the machine. He helped me chug my bottles down to the last drop. I think we tried to ski or something. Bad idea. I still haven't found that one ski we lost in the process. Body, nice beach chair pad. I just need to get all the parts to reassemble it. The lamp is pretty well made, suitable for use even in the harshest of weathers. I think I'll place it on my top secret prototype in the garage. Space has got to be pitch black and damp cold after all. Fix this machine. Until and replace the brakes cables. Nice and light blanket. Okay. So we need to find the ignition key. Powering the top secret workshop down south. Do you remember following up your complaint? I'm so afraid that the police cannot support your claim.
Same story. Large deserts conducive to extravagant follies.
Yeah, we do not believe in little green men. Do not call us. So a lot of this comes down to I just have to find parts. Stealing road signs is prohibited by law. Yeah. But I'll say it. Honestly, I'm just gonna stop you. Rock collector. Yeah, this dude seemingly has everything.
These scribblings were undoubtedly the mark of a tormented mind.
He has this.
Something wasn't right in the poor mechanic's head. Weird stuff. Kind of a crossing between a colander and a hairdryer. What was it for? To play telepath? To protect against nuclear waves?
So I have the plans now. Okay.
By following the plan, Carl was led to believe that the snowmobile's parts had to be scattered about in the vicinity.
So I need 2 skis, so I only have 1. Handlebars, I don't know where the handlebars are. I can place the track. I can place the bench. I don't know.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Said they drank. Secret workshop down south. I don't know what that would be. I'll fill up gas can. I don't have the gas can.
Well, this truck's not going anywhere.
Duh.
The amputated parts. Carl grinned as he pictured a Frankenstein-esque car lying around somewhere made of parts from a dozen different vehicles.
I can imagine that. He's a mechanic. But let's do this. Because I think it's going to be helpful.
Carl deducted this was a map of the area. Were those pins pointing to places of interest?
Okay. That pin there and that pin there. Oh god, this is... I need to get the inspect off my screen enough that I can just... See, I thought we were going to go north in this episode. Or north. Yeah, an episode in general. Nope. I stumbled upon something that I should probably figure out. I don't know where the handlebar is, but apparently there's 2 locations that we can go to. And there's I already know where the ignition key is. It's on top of the roof. I just don't have a way to knock it down. So let's just go. Can I leave this way? I can also enter that way. Okay. Now we know for sure this guy is dead, so I will open the gate however I wish. Deposit. I don't need the hatchet right now. I don't need the cigarettes either. Let's withdraw one of these. Pretty much useful everywhere. Okay, so now we can just come in here as we wish. So wolves, or whatever this creature is, I think this creature is a... I don't know if Wendigos are shapeshifters. I would assume they are, or can be, because... I don't know, I guess. So we have 2 locations to go to. I'm assuming they have stuff. Why else would he mark it on his map? So we're going to do 2 things first. We're going to do one thing first, though, before doing any of that. The first thing is going to this other person's house. I want to go fully north, but I want to make sure that I have cleared out this entire southern region with what I need to do, right? Oh no. I didn't see that earlier. This more than likely means that this guy is also... Originally, my plan was not to come to this side of the lake. Again, except for the guy having warmer clothes for me. House of the Patriot. Okay. Sorry, Canadian Patriot?
Carl shivered as he saw the emblem. The Patriot flag, used during the 1837 rebellion, and which had resurfaced in 1970s Quebec, flown proudly by the FLQ terrorist groups. This flag meant bombs, kidnappings, threats in the papers. It was a sign of rebellion.
Yeah, I didn't grow up at the time, so I don't really care. Also, rebellion from what? I've noticed that this game leans in a direction.
With a homemade shooting range such as this, it wasn't hard to imagine a stray bullet ending its course inside the flesh of an unsuspecting passerby. Granted, Carl thought, there wasn't much in the way of passersby around here.
Yeah, because...
With a homemade shooting range...
Oh, I don't need to see that again.
It wasn't hard to imagine a stray bullet ending its course
Well, like,
inside the flesh
if the
of
dude's...
unsuspecting...
If the dude's shooting from his own home, from his window,
Carl thought,
on his own
there
property,
wasn't much in the way of passersby.
in the middle of nowhere, like, I don't see an issue.
The place looked more like a pigsty than a house. A heavy stench of curdled milk, cheap alcohol, and boiled cauliflower filled the air.
but I brought this up. How many... Okay, fine, it smells a little weird.
Rock music invaded the minds of men even in the remotest of places. The man didn't own a turntable, though, so there's that going for him. Back then, in Africa and elsewhere, people were ready to take up arms to stand against the yoke of English imperialism. In Montreal, mailboxes were blown up, abductions were carried out, and violent manifestos were distributed to media outlets. But around here, in the great northernmost, all a man could do is curse out loud against a faraway evil and pray for the revolution to arise. That man, by any reckoning, was from that very stock.
Okay. Not gonna question that anymore. Why wash dishes when clean ones are within reach? That is true. This house is just weird, and also no gun again. None of these guys...
Had to be out of your
Oh no.
mind to cook up white whiskey at home. The all-surrounding stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death.
So probably that's... dude, distilled wiki. Oh, I need to... Oh, I need to make caribou
Carl knew
myself.
right away that the owner of this place wasn't a copper collector. No, this was a junkman's base of operations. The guy definitely
overrated.
seemed like quite the expert in scavenging scrap metal, with or without permission, surely. In the right hands, red metal could sell like hotcakes.
That's true.
The rag reeked of fermented vomit. Carl wondered how one could bear to live in such gross and horrid conditions.
We don't know where this guy originally is from.
Carl now knew how to quench the drunkard's thirst.
Sherry wine and white whiskey. So I just had that still. Okay. God, I caught it. Gin fizz, long night iced tea. Okay, so I guess we're just...
Et Jean Blouin. Seems like that pig had a name after all.
What? I'm so confused by some of the terminology. Like, oh, you're calling him a pig. Okay, he has a different belief, different set of politics. I don't really see an issue here. I don't see, like, I'm American. But also just, I don't give a shit. Another hatchet, more wood. Like, sorry, I don't see your point here. Alright, we can assume that... Oh.
That it was mission accomplished, with the wicked nectar in his hands.
He's dead though. Let's follow these prints. I assume there's something on this property that indicates that he's dead. Maybe I'm going mad. Oh, it's that. Okay. I see, like, it showed all this ice. I can assume that maybe he's been taken out. But... as I said, the best I can do is really follow the caribou, or follow the footprints. And I don't really... the footprints are one of the more confusing things in this game.
That truck had obviously seen its share of gravel roads. Carl wasn't a mechanic, but he could easily tell that only the most heartfelt prayer would bring this old Peter back from its slumber. With that cold, however, it was more likely that it would wait until next spring to wake up.
Yeah, we're following, I guess, these footprints. I can drop off the... Well, one thing is I can also drop off the caribou at, guy's house. But no, it's just one of those things is... I know it's supposed to take place in the 70s, but... It just feels like there's an underlying... like, distaste or not... or something... towards certain groups of people. And maybe I... may have found... Oh, you're not going to let me go off the road. Okay. I understand why it won't let me. But... I have found this. But as I said, like, I understand it takes place in the 70s. I understand how some people probably were feeling. I'm just of the mindset that it really feels like there is some sort of distaste towards different sets of ideologies that maybe weren't... I don't know if they were bad or good at the same... But it's like... people have different opinions, and I'm not gonna just attack a group because of that. Okay, even the wolves don't want to be here. Did I just stumble upon what I was... I think I may have stumbled upon something that maybe...
The cold seemed to be more brutal here than anywhere else. It seeped into bones and into every breath to get to the heart until it stopped. Carl needed to be dressed in warm clothes to survive.
Okay, we're going to his house. I'm reaching the point that I think maybe this is only the first part. Like, we're still in the first half of the game.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
I gotta get to the guy's house, and that should help me. But as I brought up, this cold system... bit of a headache. I just ran into something. But I feel like Canada has a real distaste... modern Canada has a real distaste and dislike for a lot of its founding. Maybe it's just Quebec being Quebec. But I feel like they're kind of putting, even in this game, it's like lashings on the back to say, hey, this is what we stand for, this is what we believe. It's like, yeah, something mythological is happening here. Yeah, you could tell a story. But it really does feel like, just lashings against the back. I don't know why. I had a weird feeling with that in Wavetale too. I play a lot of weird games, or not weird games, but like games in general. And you just notice things when you don't agree with a game developer like 100%, or sometimes even 50%. Like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, dude, here's your caribou.
Quand on cherche, on trouve. Parce que je t'aime bien, à cette heure, je vais te dire quelque chose. Tu fais bien de prendre ma pénis. Parce que par là-bas, tu vas rencontrer le vrai froid. Un froid qui glace comme t'en as jamais connu dans ta vie.
I'll take it. Thank you. Now we gotta be comfortable. Goodbye, Rosaire. Rosaire, it's been a while. See, what I find interesting is there's a high... Either the coal goes down slower now. It goes down slower. Now, do I need a full set of warm clothes or just the coat? I don't know. No, I've said it before. I'm American.
The old man's cabin had been very generous to Carl. He couldn't have asked for more.
But in one of my classes, one of the things we talked about was Canada. Or like at least business and how they do things differently. But we also did America. So that's the funny thing. Like we did both of them. I think we also did Mexico. But when you're talking about Canada, a lot of it feels like, I'm not trying to be like, if you're Canadian and you're watching, hi. Not trying to be like berate anybody or be rude. But it feels a lot like, or the idea that a lot of America versus Canada comes down to, we're not American. It's like, okay. Like as an American, I don't really see an issue. Because a lot of it, American stereotypes come down to how we have all these different races. So like foreigners might say, hey, it's Americans overall, but it's like,
Luckily,
no.
he had the coat to protect him from the biting cold.
It's just probably a idea against one subset of an American. But I digress here. We're in a tunnel, so I don't like how this is so dark. Oh, both of them go in the same direction? Mayhaps.
Carl's scout training was buried deep in his memory.
Hey, buddy, I saw you.
To start a fire?
I'm leaving. I need some wood. Because I want to at least start a fire in there in case I need it. But the moment I stepped in there, something was watching me. No, back to what I was saying. It just feels like when we look at different subsets, it's the broad generalization of what is a Canadian or what is an American that is the issue. It's kind of like the other subset. But I also feel like if one of your whole things is I'm not an American, ouch. Because, or like truly, like, that feels so uninspired. You know? Oh, I'm not a Canadian. Okay. Or sorry, I'm not an American. It's like, okay, you're Canadian. I don't really care. Like, Pickle's Canadian. Yeah, there's differences, but I'm still gonna play games with him. Anyway, let's go just focus back on the game. Oh yeah, we found a Wendigo. That's a wolf. That is... not fun.
Seems like the elements showed mercy to those nice and solid-looking planks.
So I have a lot of the items that I need. God dang it. This Wendigo, or this creature, is staring at me. This is worrisome because I'm wondering... How far am I in the game?
Another instance of this magic ice. What was this one doing? Lying on the ground, so afraid.
I'm gonna take a picture.
The plot thickened like water into ice.
New journal entry. Oh, I need dynamite now. Oh, I don't have that. Looks like we're gonna have to come back here. Or this vision is going to give me dynamite.
A
Which-
sudden cold snap struck Carl, who felt
Could-
like he was pulled into a dream.
We could be given dynamite here, but look at this.
He had been running in fear from something creeping towards him, against which he couldn't do anything, only to end up like this, petrified and cold.
Oh, this is not... Oh, okay, we found an area. And we found dynamite. So he was preparing something. Regine's log.
It seemed as though Regin had been ready to take up arms and slay people like Hamilton. Could he have committed murder for his cause? Who could have gotten killed in front of his very eyes?
Olderzer has told me the mine administrators were having us on, and that the mines from before the war were neither collapsed nor inaccessible. Well, as usual, the old man was right. Those damn English people keep lying to us every day. We're just slaves to them. I'll set up the heart of my government in those mines. The resistance, watch out, fat cats. I'm putting bayonets on our cannons. Were they really... Did Quebec go this crazy truly in the 70s? As I said, I don't know Canadian history, but this is showing me like they went nuts. Put us in contact with our best country. Our country has to offer. The moth has given up. The coward. The moth, they're not serious enough. They have a few screws loose. You can't start a revolution with crazy people. Pierre, I would like you to be on my side. Rest in peace. Eaten by wolves, not an easy way to kick the bucket. I will free the Manistan region all by myself. I've been feeling sick. What happened last night was horrible. I've never seen someone die like that. Right next to me, I feel sick. So much blood. I wonder if revolution really is for me. Did I skip a page and not meaning to? Oh, I skipped to the third page, yeah. Giles was gonna do it and then was like, no, I'm gonna blackmail him instead. I feel like soon we're gonna get a rifle. I don't know though. Modifications, okay. Why? Do we have logs down here? Do I have... They do. I was about to say, if I can, I'd prefer to have a fire starting point that I can save at here. Because here's the thing, right? Is I've been here for a piece of time, for a good chunk of time, and so far we've only been in this... Oh, okay, so that's blocked off now. So once I go down, I can't come back up. Smart. Kind of. Revolution, find the rifle. Why sleep at home when you can sleep in a cave? A man cave. So the dude really thought he could lead a revolution. Yeah. How could I... Oh, okay, this helps me get... This is a plank to go down. Okay. So I saw wood, but I didn't really pay attention that there was another path.
Carl suddenly felt observed. He was worried about a presence around him.
Yeah, because probably the presence doesn't want me doing whatever I'm doing. Shoot a flare at night. Oh, it's nighttime now. I don't have... Give me a sec. Character. I need to use a consumable. Can I just use as many painkillers as I want? Okay, so now we have a rifle. I feel like that's just the start of the creature. Oh, I'm in a death... Okay. Good that you let me know. Thanks, game. Bye, buddy. I don't even know where I am anymore.
No stone can withstand the force of dynamite.
But it's now nighttime. We are now in the dock. I wonder where I am now. Because, like, originally, I thought, oh, cool, we're in a good place. And now we're in the middle of the... It's middle of the night. I don't know where I am. There's crystals over here. Maybe this is where... Oh, I know exactly where I am. I didn't mean to step out. My only thing is, I don't know where I am in the grand scheme of things, because I've just gotten a rifle. Maybe I head north now. Those two labs are there, or those two locations are there, but I don't see a point. We are now in the nighttime, and I don't know. I honestly don't know what could happen. He was loading. Well, the weird thing about this is that So far, we've only been down here. There's no way to tell time. So my only thought process is going north. You know? We know where his house is. If I need to stay there, that'd be where we could go. But I do not have a clue. For all we know, the wolf is going to get me in my car. I don't think there's a way to head north.
The track was fresh. That meant the car sunk down just a little while ago. Now where the hell could the passengers possibly have gone? There was only void where the road should be. Carl hated dead ends. He felt trapped. It was as if the road had drowned in the lake. He would have to find help by another road.
There's no going north then. If we want to go north at all, we have to head the trails. You can't drive on the trails. But in all honesty, this could be a lone boot. Just another part of it. Ranger Manual, Wilfred Roy.
Someone must have dropped this in a hurry, but whoever did was heading into the woods. Carl's tracking instincts were quickly kicking in.
Because there's a high chance that this is the family that went north. Remember? Yeah. And if this is the family that went north, that means that we're going to be stumbling upon them. The ice wall.
Carl knew why he was suddenly shivering. He was going back to the realm of visions. Carl had no issue recognizing the spirit-like figures, but he couldn't figure out what they wanted from him. The phantom, freed of reality's shackles, vanished in the forest. Earlier, Carl had witnessed a tragedy that befell it. Another phantom disappeared in the wilderness.
Oh,
Carl had seen what happened to it too. A third phantom gently faded away.
These are the people that we witnessed
Carl
frozen.
noticed that as the cursed villagers finally left reality, he could feel a sense of unburdening exuding from them in an almost intimate way. The last phantom, lost in solitude up until now, joined the others in the forest's darkness, free at last to enjoy an eternal, well-deserved slumber. Carl was only beginning to understand the horror which had struck his village. He understood that the dead were piling up and that he couldn't help them by himself. The road was clear for him. He needed to push further north and fast to find help.
So now we've realized that there could be more information north. Okay, so north is where we're going, but I didn't realize that you needed to go find these 4 people. It makes sense, because there were 4 frozen individuals. Just much of the story takes place south, that's why I was confused. So we're just gonna have to keep following this trail. The camp. Oh, somebody's camp.
Another diary. Carl felt like someone was trying to communicate with him. Or was it simply the result of happenstance? The crossbow bolts had the same origin. Carl was sure of it. Who was it? And more importantly, what was being hunted like this?
An ice wolf. Because there's an ice crystal right here. Oh yeah, we have found everything. I'm thinking that I might actually need to go find the snowmobile. Or finish the snowmobile. The beast has outwitted me. It is aware that I know all of its weaknesses. It is aware of my strength. It is the predator become prey. Through some unknown force, it was able to create a wall made of ice between north and south. The beast did not want to be disturbed. I found a way. It is my destiny to stop it. It's progressing fast, not stopping even for a moment. What is the beast feeding on? Hate, cold, fear. The others spoke of the Wendigo. They said it would never return. No warrior, they said, could want to invoke it. The others were wrong. The Wendigo comes from the Great Spirit. It appears full of hate, with a great thirst for vengeance. The beast I'm tracking seems to be blinded by hate, frustrated. My bolt missed it. It screamed.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
It's tracking 2 people. I don't have wood. So you can't tell me that, oh, you need this. I might have to go back to my car. Let's go back to the car. My thought process is maybe it's nighttime.
Carl had found what he was looking for. He needed to get back on the road.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I need to go grab the snowmobile. It's gonna be a pain to do it all in the dark, but I'm thinking that it might be smarter to do it with a snowmobile and be warm than to be freezing cold and not be able to traverse it. Because it looks open enough that there is a way for a snowmobile to go do this. I'm trying to think here. So, okay. So, we're up here. There was a house that I didn't go to. I don't think it has any purpose, but we can go to it on the way back down. But yeah, to head north, you need fire. Let's start with the house. Maybe there's a stove or something. I'll pull wood out of my car just to get that lit. And then I'll have to head back down. Or at least head back down to where he said his secret stuff was. I don't know. Right here. This is one of those things where it's like, it's an extra house. I don't know what could be here. I just know that there is something here. Probably know there is someone actually here.
A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house. The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty.
Another person here. Someone ran out of time packing luggage.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
Whoa. Let's grab some wood outside. But yeah, I'm thinking to myself that I should probably just treat this as another checkpoint. Oh.
When finding a boot, One wonders what became of the foot.
Well, I think I know because the car had another boot in it. You're playing something that looks like it's in German. No, it's a spirograph. Never mind. No, that is kind of... Isn't that German, though? Da spirograph? The spirograph?
The key, which seemed to be meant for a padlock, bore an inscription reading Cloutier et Fils. A company name. Better keep an eye open. Businesses weren't exactly numerous around these parts.
And here's Martin.
The picture had been taken inside the house. It was the same wallpaper. Judging by the smiles, nobody suspected the impending misfortunes. Little Martin Blais with a family member. There was some resemblance between them, and Carl took note of the sense of bonding and pride they projected.
Article about P. Blaze. Pierre Blaise. Forced to death autopsy connected over the last 2 weeks. Occurred in the forest surrounding the lake. Was found lifeless near a footpath leading to a soon-to-be restarted copper mine. An engineer by training was working on behalf of the consortium headed by William Hamilton. Partially devoured by beasts, hence the original assumption that a crime had been committed. Solvable incident. In a shattered mirror. Yeah, they rushed probably to leave here.
A pay stub for some undoubtedly harsh lumberjack work.
Oh.
Alexandre Blais felled trees and chopped woods for Cloutier et Fils.
There was a cabin up there. It said for a padlock, but there was a cabin up there for that. Yeah, this house is empty.
A window left open in that weather?
Yeah, they...
Something had to be watched.
The drawing. Le Monster. With the wolves. Yeah, padlock. The only thing I can think of is padlock. The padlock is tied to a building, not anything else. More packing that was not finished. Only the tormented mind snook in bed. Well, your husband's dead. Luis's diary. I fear the worst for Alex. He hardly gets any sleep, and I thought it was the work. But it seems to be far worse than that. From dusk till dawn, he stares in the void. He rarely speaks to me. His son asked him to play the ball, and he didn't say a word. I'm coming. We're waiting, but for what? I feel dread. Pack your things. So, he just said to go, and also... That's not... Maybe... The dog opened the door. The dog opened the door, closed the door, and left. That's creepy. I don't have a key for this. Where would I... Oh, there's a key down here.
A key? What could it be for? The garden shed? Carl couldn't reach it with his arm alone. But...
He had a few more tricks. Is the magnet a consumable? Or is it just an inventory tool? Just an inventory tool, okay.
He had more than a few tricks up his sleeve to pick it up.
Oh. Chainsaw doesn't work, and we got an empty gas can, which is perfect because I needed one. So we're gonna have to go south now. That wolf was possibly a Wendigo, because... No, it couldn't have been, because it wasn't glowing. But how would a wolf break inside and then open the fridge? Because I don't think I opened the fridge. I'm confused now. I'm wondering, I'm thinking maybe before I went in the cave, I should have done all this stuff up here. Because now I feel like I'm not rushing to get things done, but I'm trying my best to go. I don't know. I love that I have like brain power going up, or smarts going up, after hitting a thing with a truck. There probably is more here. Just, I don't know.
Carl felt that the store and its surroundings still held their secret, and he didn't like to miss out.
Shut up. Okay. So I have where the 2 points are. One of them is to the right. There's a cave off to the right of his house. Down there. I think it's in the cave. Maybe not, though. Well, no, that would make sense, though, because it fits the map. Problem that I have, though, is... No, it fits the map. Never mind. So we have to go to Giles' residence again. It's the cave on his property. What it has there, or what is there, I don't know. For all I know, I'm doing something again similar to what I did earlier with the treasure hunt that is just pointless. But that's how you played a game like this. It's a detective-based thriller, but you gotta explore. Like right here. What's my my heat is at there. Am I anywhere near what I'm looking for? Because it's not that far. I thought, oh, it's this way. Oh, wait. Maybe it isn't this, though. But apparently, I just got an achievement. I don't know. Clear the boulders. Stop smoking, please. I prefer a smoke-free environment. It's so dark. Oh.
Carl's scout training was buried deep in his memory. But
Carl's
he
inventory's
began to
full.
start a
Inventory. How much weight is this? All this stuff is non-weight, like there's no weight to it. That's great. Is there anything heavy in my... Then what do I have that weighs so much? I'm hoping that discarding it doesn't actually, like, fully get rid of it. Grab one of these? Okay. That good? 'Cause I need all of that stuff. I also need a fire. First aid kit. Fire starters. I don't know what this cave is. If this is just maybe a side thing. Because on my map, it shows this cave is right where... Yeah, this cave is right where one of the two things was. I'm assuming the other thing was his location south. Okay, let's I guess just go then to... the other southern thing. I guess, yeah. This one... is, yeah, it's marked on my map. Good job, game. Thank you. Because I don't think I can go south. Can I go south from Lamoth? Originally, I didn't think I could, because his whole house is kind of on a hill. But there's a river. There's a river next to Bedard's house. Let's go to Bedard's house. And we can see, you know. I don't even know if I'm going the right way anymore. I missed it. Because I feel like I need a snowmobile to move, like, during the night. I do apologize if it's too dark. Depending on how it looks in post, I will ping it. Otherwise, it might be a result of my monitor tricking me. Having a second monitor that is slightly a different shade of color doesn't help. With dark atmospheres, you know? Right here. do appreciate, though, that it marked it on the map. But, cool. Whatever that cave was, we used dynamite on it. It's confusing, though. Like... Oh. I hate you, game. I have to do it all again. I have to do it all again. Actually, can I just discard equipment? Yes, I can. There we go. I do like fires, though. These fires are very helpful. We need to go past the river. Now, there was the other option to go through the wilderness behind Roy's house. And it might be also where you're really supposed to go, but... I don't really see... Oh...
Steak alone cannot subdue a starving stomach. An appetite comes with eating.
I guess we're gonna have to go up. It legitimately might be Roy's house that we have to go to. Which is not fun, because... that means my car... is nowhere near Roy's house. Or do I go through the moths? See, I'm starting to... Let me go up the river. There might be a bridge across the river. I would think Lamoth would have some sort of area or way to access it on his own property, though. Because otherwise, it's no longer a secret. Could be that this fence signifies the property change. And I might have to go all the way to Lamuth. Yeah, I think I have to go all the way over there. Which is fine. Actually, wait. That's the fire. If I just continue this route. There is a river. But unless the game has blocked me off completely... There's a river. Oh, there's another river in this game that had a bridge. So let's just see. I have a feeling, though, that there is no bridge, and I am going to have to go to the other side. Nope, there's nothing here. God dang it. I was trying my best to just see if I could not cheese it, but Figure it out. Let's go back to the car. Because once I'm back in the car, I can figure out where I'm actually going next. I think I'm honestly just going to go to the other side of the lake and pray that there's a way down. I don't want to come back over here. If the game is forcing me to go back and forth, then I don't want to. Don't like that. Is that my car? Please let that be my car. Didn't mean to do that. Brain goes down because I went out of the car. The car's nice and warm. Okay. Guess we're driving to the other side of the map again. But this time we have a good purpose, and if I'm right, I have the gas canister that we need for part of it. I just need to go find the handlebars. Because you can't drive a snowmobile without some way to control it. Yeah, because otherwise you'll just go straight or wherever it goes. Where it points. You know? That's not a fun situation to be in. Going endlessly in one direction. Oops.